Miracle Monday. Welcome. It is a good day, even if I'll have to tell you a story of what happened yesterday. So I'm walking over to my compound miter saw to look at it. It has this big tarp, and I go to pull the tarp off, and guess what? All of a sudden, tons of these black things are coming at my face and my body. Next thing I know I'm getting bit by yellow jackets all over the place. And I got 2 bites right there. The swelling's gone down quite a bit. But here's the thing is, man, they were coming at me, and I had to get out of there. And I got bit in several parts of my body, and it definitely hurt. If you've been bit by those little guys, man, they are territorial. They want you out. So I was running around my house a couple times and kind of screaming like a baby, and they kept biting. And I ran into the house. My wife grabbed some ice packs and remedied the situation. Then I ran back out there, and I looked at this situation, and that tarp ripped open this colony, this big, it looked like this kind of a small bowling ball. It just ripped right open like a cantaloupe. And there was this ugly looking chunk of colony with these little larvae and whatever that is, and the babies in there, probably like 1,000 or so. And it was the grossest thing. But the reason I share that with you is I got in trouble, and I had to beeline it out of there to create a new situation and not get killed or stung or swollen to death by all of these crazy yellow jackets, those little stinkers. So anyway, my point is this: if you're ever in a situation where you're realizing this is not working, this situation, this work, this relationship is not working, guess what? It's going to get painful the longer you stay there. Don't get bit to death. Get out. Step left. So remember, the power is we're all more powerful than we can even fathom. And let us be creators and not just follow. You know, there's so much excitement with creating your path and rewarding yourself for that. So I've been in several trainings. I do a lot of life coaching, and I have 5 life coaches in my life, and they keep me on track. They're wonderful people. I'm so grateful for them. But one of the health coaches 4 years ago assisted me in understanding the benefit of 2 things: a green drink, and I'm going to give you a reference here of Dr. Berg. He's a chiropractic doctor, B-E-R-G. He has wonderful, valuable videos that you can watch on YouTube, and he teaches it on a physiological level that is so understandable. So go check that out. I do a green drink every single morning and intermittent fast until 1, and it gives me so much zest, and it's another great way for me to put down the greens, because I'm not a rabbit. I don't like to just sit there and eat the greens. So that's number 1. Get in the habit of studying the power of greens and all of the water that it holds. They say that we should be putting about 70% in this body that has a 70% capacity of water intake. So all of the greens have 60 to 70% their water. You look at cucumbers, you look at celery. Those are 2 really, really important pieces of the pie, if you will, vegetables. Okay, so go check that out. Number 2 is cold plunge, cold plunge, cold plunge. I'm in the habit now where I get a little bit crazy up here. I've got to have my cold plunge, got to have my cold plunge. So I do that every single morning. And here are a couple benefits why. And you can go online and research it, but it increases your immune system. And that is so healthy to do in these times. It increases your immune system. Number 2, it increases your metabolism. So it helps you burn off a little bit more. And number 3, I do it because it gets me to do an uncomfortable action, and I do it, and I learn to enjoy it. And I can do that same process with life, where I can choose to do an uncomfortable action and find the good news about it. Okay, so green drink, cold plunge, and stay away from those yellow jackets. Don't get bit by other people's sting. We're powerful enough that we can say we're not going to deal with it. And next week, I'll teach you a way to create a bubble of protection, if you will, to stay away from a lot of people's garbage and drama and throw up, if you will. And that is so important if we want to live an incredible life. Okay? So go take it on. And next week, we'll talk about the bubble of protection to stay away from a lot of harmful, emotional, negative stuff out there. So remember to, I always say this is my mantra, or whatever you want to call it, is to be your purpose and to live with energy and passion. And remember, you increase your passion, you'll attract a passionate life. And number 3, give to live. I can't tell you enough. When you think about inhaling, you can't just inhale. You're going to pass out. You got to exhale. And that's just like creating an abundant life. Financially, we can receive, but go give it back. And the more you do that, it's just like the good book says, we reap what we sow. Go sow a lot of giving, and you'll reap a lot of rewards. And it's very satisfying too. Go take it on. Talk to you next week.